the most lightning-struck place on Earth?
That would be Lake Maracaibo in Venezuela. It sees over 1.2 million lightning strikes per year, sometimes up to 40,000 in a single night. It's caused by warm, moist air rising from the lake and hitting cold mountain air.
A real-life thunderstorm factory. Now, what's the oldest piece of music ever discovered?
The Hurrian hymn number 6. It was found in Ugarit, modern-day Syria, and dates back over 3,400 years. It's written in cuneiform on a clay tablet and played on a lyre.
Imagine hearing a melody from thousands of years ago. Music really is timeless. Now, what's the smallest mammal in the world?
The bumblebee bat, also called Kitty's hog-nosed bat. It weighs less than 2 grams and is about the size of a large bumblebee.
A bat that could fit in a teaspoon. Nature never fails to surprise. Now, what's the most expensive substance on Earth?
Antimatter. It costs about $62.5 trillion per gram. It's so rare that it can only be produced in microscopic amounts in particle accelerators.
A price tag beyond comprehension. Now, what's the longest living vertebrate?
The Greenland shark. Some are over 500 years old, meaning some were born before Shakespeare was even alive.
A living relic from the Renaissance, just swimming around the Arctic. Now, what's the largest volcano in the solar system?
Olympus Mons, on Mars. It's about 3 times the height of Mount Everest and so wide that you wouldn't even realize you were standing on a volcano.
Mars really knows how to go big. Now, what's the fastest thing a human can throw?
A baseball, surprisingly. The fastest ever recorded pitch was 169 kilometers per hour, 105 miles per hour, thrown by Aroldis Chapman. A cricket ball comes close, but baseball still holds the record.
A true test of physics and muscle. Now, what's the deepest artificial hole humans have ever dug?
The Kola superdeep borehole in Russia. It goes over 12 kilometers deep, but scientists had to stop drilling because the heat, 180 degrees Celsius, was melting their equipment.
Proof that even with all our technology, the Earth still has secrets we can't reach. Now, what's the largest migration of people in history?
The Indian Partition of 1947. Over 14 million people moved between India and Pakistan in one of the most massive human migrations ever recorded.
A moment in history that reshaped entire nations. Now, what's the largest animal that has ever lived?
Still the blue whale. No dinosaur ever matched its 30-meter length and 200-ton weight. It's the ultimate giant.
A creature that defies scale. Now, what's the longest-lasting empire in history?
The Byzantine Empire lasted over 1,100 years, from 330 AD to 1453 AD. It evolved from the Roman Empire and outlived it by centuries.
Longevity is the mark of true adaptability. Now, what's the most radioactive place on Earth?
Surprisingly, it's not Chernobyl, it's Lake Karachay in Russia. Standing near its shores for just an hour could kill you. It was used as a Soviet nuclear waste dump.
A lake more deadly than any battlefield. Now, what's the most isolated tree in the world?
There used to be a single acacia tree in the Sahara Desert, known as the Tree of Tenera. It was the only tree for over 400 kilometers, until a truck driver crashed into it.
Imagine driving through endless desert and still managing to hit the only tree. Now, what's the most successful pirate in history?
Qingxi, a Chinese pirate queen who commanded over 80,000 sailors. She was so powerful that even the Chinese Navy couldn't defeat her, so they offered her a pardon and wealth instead.
A true master of negotiation and power. Now, what's the largest thing ever built by humans?
The Great Wall of China, stretching over 21,000 kilometers. It's not visible from space, despite the myth, but it remains the most ambitious construction project in history.
A testament to human endurance and strategy. Now, what's the hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth?
56.7 degrees Celsius, 134 degrees Fahrenheit in Death Valley, California, recorded in 1913. But modern scientists debate if it was accurate, Some believe the hottest reliable record is 54.4 degrees Celsius, also in Death Valley.
The kind of heat that could bake bread on the pavement. Now, what's the longest war in history?
The 335 Years' War between the Netherlands and the Isles of Scilly. No one fought, and they didn't even realize they were still technically at war until they signed a peace treaty in 1986.
A war so long, people forgot it was happening. Now, what's the weirdest law still in effect today?
In Switzerland, it's illegal to own just one guinea pig, because they're social animals and get lonely. You must always have at least two.
A law based on kindness, rare but brilliant. Now, what's the coldest place in the universe? The Boomerang Nebula. It's minus 272 degrees Celsius, just 1 degree above absolute zero, colder than even the vacuum of space.
A place where even atoms nearly stop moving. Now, last one, what's the oldest thing alive today?
A sea sponge in the Antarctic, believed to be over 10,000 years old. It has survived multiple ice ages and is still growing.
A living fossil from before civilization even began. Right, I think that's another round of mind-blowing knowledge done.
Agreed. But the world never runs out of wonders. Shall we go again over dinner?
Absolutely, there's always more to uncover.